Workflow Radio on iHeartRadio. Your boy Cali Cole checking in. Excited because we got another iHeartRadio exclusive. I got 803 Fresh in the building. What's going on, bro?
All right.
Man, I'm just excited, man. I got the records. First off, let's just go ahead and even start with the records. You know the name 803 Fresh, straight out of South Carolina. We gonna get to that, but I want to know this ain't that. I'm listening to the record. So as soon as I cut it on, and you breaking it down, bro. Like, hey, you can't just call me for no money. And you can't be using the phone I pay for to call your baby dad. Like, you was going in, bro.
It's just something to advocate for the fellas. You know, a lot of them, they're scared to say it.
Right.
I'm just saying something that they're scared to say. That's it.
But you know, what makes you want to be like the person to tell that truth? Because you were saying some like a lot of that stuff be leaving you texting to yourself in the thread. But like you must be on another level of player to bring that like that.
It just come from real living. When you live and you experience, you saying those life experiences, man. You just put them on the pad and you just put them out there.
Now, well, when you talk about experiences, man, you being from South Carolina, 803 Fresh, repping the whole 803. What part you from?
I'm from Wagner, South Carolina. It's a small town, Aiken County.
Oh, okay, yeah. Shout out Aiken County, man. Hey, you know, when you think about just South Carolina, what it means and what it is to the country, and even like the movement right now for like blues music and Southern soul, like, do you feel like it's the time now to like shed that light on this part of the country? Because it's had its highlights, but you know it's coming back around and kind of coming out as its own thing.
You know, with George, I mean that's big, bro. Mm-hmm. So when George kicked that door in, you know, it really advocated for the small artists that came out of South Carolina, and so we really needed that boost, that outlet. So when he did what he did, you got a lot of them that was just in the back in the corners. They just came out of nowhere, and it was a lot of talent that was down there.
Yeah.
And so it really just brought them to the front. Like, hey, South Carolina they have a platform now, so let's go ahead and let's go submit it and bring it out there to the forefront. But it's been a lot of lost talent.
Right.
That was in South Carolina. They just needed an outlet to be heard.
Well, you think like the rest of the country is like ready now? Because it always seemed like if I heard like blues music, like I really got locked in. I grew up in California. I came down here, my whole family from the area. So with me, I had to get locked into the blues and like learn what was what. Then people almost threw me out up the road. I was DJing in McIntosh County, in Darien, where my family from. Yeah. They about threw me out because I wasn't playing no blues. I'm playing 90s R&B, 80s, like 2000s, and they was not feeling it. Like
that was that untapped market that everybody forgot about. You gotta think about when you think about Tyrone Davis, when you think about Marvin Seas, you think about those guys, man. This was soul. This was something that feel good music. It was cookout music. This was something that they slid away from. So it just took a little bit of time for it to like regenerate and get back popular. And now with the younger guys coming in with the newer style of Southern soul, man, it's just gravitating towards everybody. So I think that this is the opportune time for if you really want to like step into this genre, it's the perfect time.
Well, you know, it's kind of like a different type feeling because mostly young black men, we always been doing rap. Brothers, we've been doing a lot of rap and kind of stepping away from singing. So when you bring that blues in, it's almost like I want to say like a step up as far as the artistry of it, the songwriting, the connection with the people. Not to discredit rap, but it's a different type of feel, right? Like
Southern soul, you got to see what it advocates for. It advocates for good timing, cookout. You say when you think about it, you think about good cookout music, family fun, and you think about going home or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't advocate for violence. None of that. You're saying it's all good timing. So that's why I gravitated towards it. It was just good, feel good music, and that's what people need today. That's what we all need.
Straight up. Now, have you always been doing Southern soul, or what kind of other music have you been doing as
Southern
an
soul
artist?
is, you know, kind of new to me.
Okay.
I've always been in that soul range, but I come from gospel.
Okay. Well, that's like the same. Yeah, that's
like the blueprint, you know.
Right.
And then when you think about it, you know, Southern soul is meandered with a whole lot of those genres. You got blues, you got jazz, you got gospel. All of those things are incorporated to make that Southern soul sound. So I just took what I had already and just incorporated it into it. You know, that was it.
Man, you know what you just said, you talking about jazz, gospel, Southern soul, like blues, like that is like rap music is like pop music now, and it's transcended out of that area, but like Southern soul is like real, like we feel like it's real black music, like real black art. Do you feel like it's a difference in you making Southern soul and transitioning and what it means to people? Are you going about it another way, or is it just like it's already a party?
It's a big difference. I knew it was a big difference when my mother, when she showed up for my first show.
Hey,
never been to any other shows, you know, that I had doing that other stuff. You know
right.
But when she came to my first show and I seen what my music did for her, that just let me know right then that, hey, I'm in the right lane. This is the right lane for me to go. Because if she accepted, I'm telling you, because that's a tough critic. That's a tough critic right there, bro.
Hey,
shouts out to mama.
Hey, mama had you right before you even hit the stage.
I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? But that's when I knew then. And then I see how many people now gravitate toward me, adjacent to when I was doing the other style music.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm more accepted. And so that's why I just live in that truth.
Man, and you know what? Just even the internet, I think the internet also helps like every music genre, because now you got places exactly where you can find people who looking for that, you know. But at the same time, I'm even seeing like the music being where hip hop is, where pop music is. Like even you was talking about King George, like him running around with Snoop Dogg, like on the West Coast. That's like totally different from the blues, you know, when you talk about here, but it's growing and it's going national.
You got to think about it. Those guys that have that type of notoriety, they see where this movement is going.
Right.
And that's why they're gravitating towards it. It's a good feel.
Right.
You'll see a lot of them. It's going to be a lot more that's going to be coming over to the genre.
Oh yeah. Cause, and this is one of the things I love about it is the honesty. Like you get a chance, like even when we talking about the music, man, we talk about this, ain't that, just the honesty of you being able to say what you want to say exactly how you want to say it. I listen to pop music. Even when I listen to gospel now, it's more kind of like in a box. Yeah. When I listen to Southern Soul, it's like you can still listen to something and be like, oh my God, he just said that.
It's freedom.
Yeah.
It's freedom. Like when you think about it, all of these people that are doing the Southern Soul, that's just natural everyday life. That's why it's so relatable. That's why everybody can, gravitate towards it, because this is everyday living, everyday life, and that's why everybody like kind of falls towards it. 'Cause I'm living that. I'm living that right now. So they kind of come more towards the music that they can relate to.
Right.
This is everyday music, everyday life.
Man, and people get a chance to connect with you on another level.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so when you're doing your shows, and do you feel like the show's a little bit wild? Because we got to talk. I done been to some Southern Soul shows, Vibrato and Tucker and all them girls be out there wilding, bro. Like, how does it feel to like be a part of that, to get that type of emotion out of women? Because that's what we want. Like, but being in that genre seemed like you just like already over there, you know?
You just got to learn how to accept it, you know. You got to learn how to be, that charismatic type of guy. You got to learn how to be that humble guy, too. Playing that humble role is the most important part, too, you know. You might know that you are what you are. Play that humble guy role. And I push that on everybody.
Man, that's the way. Yeah.
It's hard to deal with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's the way to go.
Man, well, I'm going to tell you, he ain't going to be able to be humble for long, because he got some joints all night long. I'll tell you already know this ain't that. I'm going to keep saying it, because I'm going to throw that joint on there, because talking about conversation and music of the time, like, it's just a different level. Like, you hear people talk about stuff that's going on, or you hear them make a song and it doesn't have no impact. But you got stuff like Marvin Gaye made 50 years ago that got impact.
And it still resonates to this day.
Right. So when I say this ain't that, it's always going to be some old players with money fighting with trying to get them right.
Just tell them, hey, this ain't that. This just ain't that.
So, well, let me ask you this, since you setting the rules for what's what, do you feel like when we're dealing with young ladies now, and staying the subject of the song, do you feel like it's harder? Like, we dealing with a different woman from before? Or do you feel like women are like exactly where they need to be? Or do you feel like it's the same type of relationships we've always had? Or is like 2024 something different?
It's definitely different, Rob, because the culture is changing. You know what I'm saying? The positions like in the households or whatever are changing.
Right.
So it's definitely a difference. But, different strokes for different folks. However you handle your situation is how you handle your situation. So the situations are definitely different, but the culture is definitely changing.
Well, with the culture changing, you think it's easier out here for brothers? Like what's your suggestion? You think brothers should just go home and get them a woman to do right, or you think the player life is easy? Give me the honest. I want the honest one. The honest one. Answer.
I mean, you got to do you. I mean,
I like
if not going home and being that player type of guy, if that's you, then you saying you live in that truth. I'm just picking back off on what Maserati said. You know, if you can live that truth, but a lot of them guys, they go home. Why? Because that's peace. You know,
right.
You know, to be able to go home to that one woman or go home to that family, you know, that's what they want to do. But to each his own. I can't tell the next man how you function in his household.
Hey, he can't pick for you.
But I can tell them, hey, when you get to a certain point to where when they too demanding or such, hey, tell them this ain't that. That's for y'all. That's for y'all right there.
Hey, now I'm not just gonna try to like paint you as you just checking the ladies and because all night long. You talking about having a good time. You talking about what we all want. You know what I'm saying? And how you want relationships to go and having a good time. Like, we're all night long and that vibe and creating that. Like, what's a good all night long vibe for you and a young lady? Like, if you meet a young lady, like, what's something y'all can vibe to like all night long? What's a good all night long for you?
Me, I love to eat.
I ain't say that though. Say that.
The way to a man's soul is through his stomach. That's what they say. But
that's 803 in the building right
vacation, there. You know what I'm saying? A night out on the town, catering to her, you know, because that's really what it is. It's really, really catering to her.
Right.
And a lot of guys don't know how to express that. So when I tell her all night long, you know what I'm saying, I want to dance with you, I want to romance with you, I'm just being truthful.
Oh, well, yeah.
And a lot of guys, they can't be that.
Yeah.
You know, so all night long was it was a personal song. It came from, you know, saying, from a personal experience or whatever, and it was just me relaying to the woman, hey, I just want to have a good time with you, solely you. So,
hey, one-on-one. Hey, that sound real. See, man, I just learned something because you put the solely you on there. He on another level right there, ladies. He talking right to you on that one right there. Make sure y'all stay tapped in. Hey, I want the people to be locked in with you for social media. We definitely going to be behind you with all night long. This ain't that. And locking in with the whole team and your movement because this brother could sing. He could sing. Let the people know where they can get a hold of you at social media.
What's going on, everybody? 803 Fresh, the kid live in the building. You can search me anything. 803 Fresh on Instagram is 803 Fresh SC. Make sure you go and you download that music on all streaming platforms. And I promise you, it's not going to be the last time you hear that name. So go ahead and get it in today and book me.
Hey, straight up. And you know what? I got to put you on the spot, man. Since you said you was God, you got to hit a little bit of that all night long for me right quick. Just a little. Just give him a little hook for it. Just put you on the spot right quick.
I can do that. I want to dance with you, yeah. Romance with you. I'm talking all night long. I want to ride with you. I'm trying to slide with you. I'm talking all night long. Said it's Saturday night. And I got a party at my place, and it's looking real good in here. I'll give him just a little bit.
Just a little bit right there, man. Real 96.3, iHeartRadio, Workflow Radio. We about to go get the Remy right now. This brother bringing the soul. We about to make it happen. Y'all make sure y'all tapped in. It's the WICKMIX.